Good morning, my friend. How are you doing? Dean here, of course. Welcome to today's episode of The Drive. And I'm going to talk how to get free traffic. Let's do this.
The Drive.
Good morning. How are you doing on this fine, sunny day? I'm not going to lie, I'm still feeling the effects of my wild weekend away with the guys. Oh, I'm too old for that stuff, and I can't hack it anymore. It's time, it's officially time for me to get married and settle down. Oh, I can't handle it like I used to. You know, I used to go out and party and drink and have a wild time for days on end, and now two days away and I'm still exhausted days later. So let's talk traffic, right? I just had something happen. It just made me think of an analogy that how I used to look at things in my business when I was, heavily focused on free traffic more before I was able to invest into paid advertising to grow my business. See, I was just coming out of my house and I went to open the door, and the front door, and on the outside of the front door handle, when I went to pull it to close it too, a freaking spider had made like a web over, like right under the door handle. So as I put my hand on it, it all stuck to me, and the spider fell down. I was like, ah! And it made me think, I was like, I basically ended up talking to the spider. I said, like, what a stupid place to put your web. Like, why would you catch any why would you catch any flies there? It's like in my front door. That's ridiculous. I don't always talk to spiders, by the way, and other insects, but just so happened this morning. Maybe again, like I say, the effects of all the alcohol at the weekend. And it made me think about the way I used to view getting free traffic. You see, for a long time, traffic and the concept and the idea of getting traffic, to getting people to go to my website or to click my affiliate links, it was always this like elusive thing that I just couldn't do for years and years on end. Literally could not do it. And there was this turning point where instead of like trying to go out and chase traffic or hunt traffic down, I realized that there are already places where people are, where people congregate. There are websites, there are blogs, there are forums, there are social platforms where potential customers of products I want to offer are already congregating, are already hanging out. And so instead of trying to hunt them down and chase traffic as I felt like I was doing for years, instead I started thinking more about where are they already hanging out and how do I get in front of them. It's kind of like thinking about the spider, right? And the spider's web, and how a spider acts to perform and catches its prey, the flies and insects, to be able to eat and survive. If you think about it, what a spider needs to do is cast its web in an area where it believes its potential food is already hanging out or passing through or passing by, and its web can catch them. So if you think about your business in that way, where are your potential customers or potential customers of products that you wish to offer? Where are they already congregating and hanging out? And how can you cast a web in front of them that could potentially catch them and bring them to your website or click in your links? And the way that ultimately you do it, if you're looking for free traffic, is through some form of content creation, right? And the way that I want you to think about it, if it helps to get this visually clear in your mind and see it in a different way, is that every piece of content that you publish online where your potential customers and potential customers hang out, is like you casting a web online that could catch people and bring them to your affiliate links or websites. And I know that might sound a bit of a weird analogy, but if you think about it like this, right? I know on Facebook there are potential customers of my products. So every post I put on Facebook, every video, every written post, every image with some text, everything I put on Facebook could potentially act as a web to catch people to bring them to my website. Every time I put a post on my blog at deanholland.com, it can act like a web that could attract a visitor and bring them to my website. Every time I put a video on YouTube, it can act as a web that I've cast online to bring someone to my website. Every time I do a podcast, that audio on iTunes can act as a web to catch visitors and bring them to my website. So every little piece of content I'm able to create and publish online is just like the spider casting a web to catch its flies. Only I'm putting content out there to catch potential customers and visitors to my website. And so if you need to have a strategy of getting traffic for free, what you need to think about is, first of all, what type of content will I create? And really, there's only 3 types of content, isn't there? There's written content, typed content, there is video content, and there is audio content. So you need to decide which of those, or a combination of them, you feel most comfortable or able to push yourself to create on a routine, regular basis, whether that's once a week, whether that's once a day, whatever that might be. And then once you know what you're going to create, you need to decide where you're actually going to publish it to potentially get it in front of your potential customers and audience. And when you do that, and you do so consistently, and you have a strategy behind it, that's how you can get traffic for free to your website. So I hope that helps. I hope that analogy and giving it to you in that way really helps you to think about how you can actually go ahead and start getting free traffic using the internet. It's really ultimately about creating and publishing free content in a particular way, in particular places where people are already hanging out, where you could get your content in front of them that would attract them to watch or view or read your content, and then bring them to your website. That's how free traffic is done online. So thanks for joining me. Have a great day. I'm here just at the store. I'm just going to grab something and then head to Internet Profits headquarters to begin the day. So until tomorrow, thank you for joining me. Bye-bye for now.